Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking another look at the EcoFlow Delta 3 Max Plus. You may remember a few weeks back I did a full detailed review on this unit. It's part of the Delta 3 product line from EcoFlow. And I got a lot of questions in the comment section relating to a unique feature on this unit, which is the 30 amp Anderson connector. People were asking what it can be used for, like what the benefits are of that connector. So today we're going to take a deeper dive into the uses of that connector. We're going to show how we can hook it up to a DC distribution block if you're going to install this in a trailer or use it in an RV and that kind of thing. And we're also going to take a look at the expansion battery, which is going to be very useful for extended off-grid trips. This will not be a repeat of my last video. That was a very deep dive into all the features of this unit. This one's just going to focus on a couple things that you guys had questions about, and we're going to go over those in more detail. So let's get into it. So just before we get into the unit, guys, I want to talk about a couple main features that this unit has. It uses technology from EcoFlow called X-Boost, and what that means is it will power 99% of all of your home appliances. So anything that plugs into your standard AC outlet, whether it's 15 or 20 amp, this unit will power it. It's powerful enough for that. So anything from fridges, lights, pumps, anything like that, anything that's important to you to keep running, this unit will power it. It also uses lithium iron phosphate batteries, and they're automotive grade. So this unit is the life expectancy is over 10 years, and EcoFlow offers a 5-year warranty on it. So really great warranty and really great life expectancy out of it. And the other benefit to these power stations is, unlike generators, they're safe to use indoors. So you don't have to worry about exhaust fumes, you don't have to worry about noise. So in your house, they're perfectly safe, unlike a generator, or in your trailer if you're camping. These units are perfect for those applications. So these are big reasons why the Delta 3 Plus series is a really good fit for all of your off-grid camping and your home backup. And because the holidays are right around the corner, it makes having a unit like this on standby even more important, because it will run all of your kitchen appliances that you have in the event of a power failure if you're hosting a family event. So this will run your main fridge, it will run your air fryer, slow cooker, coffee maker, anything like that. It will power all those devices. It'll also power projectors and TVs and your Wi-Fi router and all those different essential things that you're going to want in the event of a power failure. So something like this, although it sort of sits off to the side until you need it, when you do need it, it's going to really save the day for you. So like I said, one of the features that sets this unit apart from others on the market is the addition of that DC Anderson connector, that 30 amp connector. So let's head out to the trailer. I'm going to show you the practical use for that connector and why it's such a cool feature to have on a power station like this. So this is where the versatility of this unit really shines. In my trailer setup here, I have a lot of DC accessories, and they all run off of an aux beam switch panel. So what the aux beam is basically a DC distribution block with a switch panel. So I can turn on my water pump, my stereo, interior, exterior lights, all that kind of stuff. Any DC accessories run off of that switch panel. And all of the connections for that are made down the side here. So there's the main brain of that distribution panel are down here. It's a bit of a mess, but what that looks like is this here. This is another aux beam switch panel. So you have a positive and negative connection that come off your battery, and then from there you have multiple terminals that are individually fused to run all of your individual DC accessories. And then you have a switch panel that connects with one wire to the data port, and then all of these terminals are now controlled by your switch panel. The benefit of this EcoFlow unit is, instead of only having a lighter connection, which is what most of these types of power stations have, you're limited to about 8 to 10 amps out of that and only about 100 watts. With this 30 amp connection here, the Anderson connector, what it would allow you to do is take the positive and negative from there, from that Anderson connector, and plug that to the positive and negative here. And now you're powering this aux beam panel or any distribution block with 30 amps of power. So just to give you an idea, the only thing I have in the trailer that draws anywhere close to 30 amps or over 30 amps is my air conditioning unit. So if I didn't have that air conditioning unit, everything else that I run in here would have no problem running off of 30 amps. So what that means for me is, right now, all of my accessories in the trailer are powered off this battery here. This is permanently installed in the trailer. I can take it out by disconnecting the connections and store it in the house in the winter, but generally speaking, it's permanently mounted in here. So it only serves the purpose of powering the trailer. If I was to use the EcoFlow, then I could just have, instead of the battery connections running to the battery terminals here, just have an Anderson connector with the positive and negative. And then when I wanted to use the trailer, bring my EcoFlow out, drop it into this cabinet here, plug in the Anderson connector to that port, and then now the EcoFlow would power all of my DC accessories. It would also give me AC power as well because it has the AC outlets on it. And then when I'm not using the trailer, I could simply unplug the connector from the EcoFlow and take the EcoFlow in the house and do whatever I want to do with it. Use it for home backup or just use it for whatever uses I want. So that's where it really makes a unit like this very versatile, because instead of having to have a power station for one use and a built-in battery for another use, you're buying one unit that does both of those for you. So hopefully that answers the questions and gives some clarity as to the benefits of having that Anderson connector on this unit. It really is a game changer, and it's something that really sets this unit apart from others. It can potentially save you thousands of dollars because these built-in battery setups, they're not cheap. And if you have to do different battery setups for different uses, it really starts to add up. So by having one unit that you can move from one spot to another and one use to another is just a no-brainer, and really is really adding to the versatility of this unit. So next up, guys, let's talk about the expansion battery. I got quite a few questions as well asking, is it worth it? Like, is the expansion battery worth investing in a unit like this? And that's totally going to be dependent on your uses. If you're doing extended off-grid excursions or off-roading, camping, that kind of thing, and 2,048 watt hours is not going to be enough for you, and you don't have a way to charge that while you're away, then the expansion battery is a perfect solution for that. Because you're able to double the capacity of your main unit without having to purchase a whole other second unit. So you can save quite a bit of money by just getting the expansion battery as opposed to a whole other Delta 3 Max Plus if you only needed one unit with greater capacity. So the nice thing about that is it still gives you the portability of being able to take just the main unit with you if that's all you needed. But then if you were going for an extended stay or your battery started to run low, you're using it for home backup situation, then you can add the expansion battery on and just plug in the power cord, and that's all there is to it. So you're getting a 2,048 watt hour expansion battery, and you're connecting that to your 2,048 watt hour main unit. So double the capacity for any of those extended trips. It's really just the perfect solution and still keeps the versatility of having one or both units and being able to use it that way. And you'll see on the main screen here, when I'm plugged in, it says port on the screen, and that's now showing me that I'm connected to the expansion port, and it's showing the combined battery percentage of both units. So here's what it looks like on the back of the unit with the expansion battery connected. So this is the cable. So when you purchase the expansion battery, it comes with the cable to connect the two. And it's a really nice cable, premium feeling. It has little locking tabs here on the side so that it's not going to accidentally come out without you wanting it to. And the only connection on the expansion battery is that expansion port. There's no separate charging ports. There's no separate DC outputs or anything like that. Everything is on the main unit. So it charges through the main unit as well. So as soon as you connect the two together, you would plug in your charger into the main Delta 3 Max Plus, and then it'll charge your expansion battery that way. Now, just to quickly run through a couple of the main features of the unit, I'm not going to go into it in depth because if you want to see sort of a full overview of the unit, then check my last video where I really get into depth on it. But basically across the front here, you've got 3 USB-Cs, USB-A, and 4 AC outlets, and those 4 AC outlets are separated into 2 sides, so you can prioritize which ones stay on in the event that the battery starts to drop below a preset percentage. You can have one of those turn off so that your more important things stay on, which is a really great feature. It has fast solar charging. It has UPS mode, so you can use this as an uninterruptible power supply for computers or other sensitive electronics. It has an app control, a really great app through EcoFlow, so you can control it through your phone either while you're at home or away from home, and a very high output inverter. Like I said earlier, this will cover 99% of any home appliance you have that plugs into an AC outlet. So guys, that's the full breakdown of the 30 amp Anderson connector, how to set this up with a DC distribution block and the expansion battery and the benefits of having a unit like that. This is honestly one of the most versatile ways of having a portable unit, but still being able to power a camper or an RV setup, anything with a distribution block, a DC distribution block. It allows you to not have a permanently installed setup and still keep everything portable, but still having the same capability. So it's a really great unit. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description, both the expansion battery and the main unit. EcoFlow has some really great sales this time of year, so check them out. Now's a great time to buy if you are interested. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave me a comment, hit the like button. Let me know if there's anything that I missed or anything else that you wanna know about the unit. I'll be happy to answer it as best as I can. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. We'll see you on the next ride, guys. Take care.